December 13th. I got about 100 miles to go to Eufaula, Alabama. There's somebody I was checking out, Matthew. I just subscribed to his channel. He's a little different on what he's saying, but what he says, it's the truth. You know, when Jesus said, when he came here and did what he did, he said this is a battle that we're having of spiritual wickedness in high places. You know, as sure as these other people that brought this into this realm that's in here today, because we're seeing it. We're seeing the changes, the difference in the way people are changing, the things that people are doing today. We're seeing it. You got to admit it. And everything that's changing, the wickedness, the evil, the things that people have accepted today. You know, it's, you guys heard me say that term before, stinking thinking. Okay, when it says, you know, we're fighting spiritual wickedness. Sometimes I say those thoughts that you think you're having, they're not your thoughts. That's the devil. That's why Jesus in the Bible, it says, resist him and he'll flee from you. Okay? Well, today, too many people are giving into it. They're not resisting it. The reason why they're not resisting it is because they think it's their thoughts, when really it's not. And they're going with the flow, doing what everybody else is doing. You know, that's why I said I seen everybody going in the same direction in a dream. And all these people were damned. I mean, literally damned. We don't find nothing funny about any of this stuff because we know the seriousness of this. You know, like where Jesus says we'll be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of the eye. And then all of a sudden there's a great multitude of people that are just standing there with palm branches in their hands. Out of nowhere, they just appeared. See, because we're going to transform from this, what we see now. Because see, the evil is coming in here right now. And it's coming into this reality. And the Lord's about to remove us from this reality to where we're going to be standing over there with palms in our hands just out of nowhere. And you're not even going to know how you got there. You just appeared there. You see, he could pull us out of there that quick. You'd be surprised the powers that he has. Today I was sitting in Walmart, standing in line behind these people, and I just felt like I could just disappear, literally. You know, that's why I put in a link to that movie. It's called The Langoliers or whatever. And where they're on a plane, it's not so much watching the movie, but it's some of the effects that happened in the movies where the people disappeared, but the passengers on the plane, it's like it never dawned on them, you know, where these people went throughout the whole movie. And the reason for that is because they didn't believe. And then if you notice, most of the people on that plane, they wanted to go back to the world, okay? Where one guy ended up saying, okay, you guys go to sleep, and I'll fly us back. And he knew that he was going to disappear where everybody else on the plane went to. But it goes to show you that most of the people on that plane, they wanted to go back into that world rather than with those that disappeared. They had that fear of the unknown, where the other guy hurt his arm and he couldn't go back to sleep. You know, and if you look around you, aren't people asleep right now? They are. These people are asleep. We're going to be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of the eye. These people here are happy right here. They would rather be asleep right here, right now, in this realm, in this world, where we want out of here. We want out. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? In that Hollywood, their versions of things, the way they give them, you got to see it in a different way. Okay? It's a totally different way. You know, these people are truly asleep. This is the world they want to remain in. But this place is going to be destroyed, just like those things that was eating it all up. That's what's going to happen here. This is going to be not eaten up, but burnt up. You know, if these people knew the truth is right here in the Word of God. The truth is right here, what's going to happen. Everything. That's why I said you don't need to be deceived by these Illuminati things. That's what we need, is the Word of God. I still haven't been able to give one of these away yet. It's hard finding people in here, but I'm getting this here pretty well. A lot of pages in here marked. Getting a lot of stuff highlighted. I'm going to have to highlight them because, yeah, it's the only way. It's the only way I'm going to get this, because it's too hard to try to look something up in here with the Roman numerals. But the way I'm getting it marked, anybody that starts reading it with everything that I have marked in here right now, I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here marked up. But anybody that gets this started on here, if I can find somebody, you know, it's just, you'd be surprised not too many people are into this. You got to remember, 5% in the whole world, okay? That's it. This is unreal. It's unreal. I had a lot of rejection today. Today was a total different day for me. A lot of rejection. And that's exactly what happens. You know, what's written in the Word of God, man. It's like, the other day, it was like a really good day. And then today is just a totally different day. You know, but the day ain't over. I'm getting ready to head out again. But I wanted to share that with you guys, where it says, in a moment, in the twinkling of the eye, we're going to be changed. And, you know, because flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom of heaven. In this place here, you know, this is where everybody wants to remain. Just like on that plane, on that movie, Landoliers, everybody's like, no, 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 stop, don't go through there. We got to fall asleep first. Well, that's what people are right here, right now. They want to sleep through this. A lot of people don't want to be woken up. They love this world that they're living in. They literally love it. Everything's fine to them. When you read the Word of God, you know, when I told you when the Father kissed me on the forehead and I seen the love on his face, man, and you know, these people are afraid of that. Where me, I seen it. And what I seen, what he did for me, the dreams and the visions that I seen, they're to share with you guys. Okay? That's a message for you guys too. Those to comfort one another, that's a message for you. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody has felt the love that we're going to experience in the kingdom of heaven. And it's written in the Word of God. But I literally got to see it and experience it. Okay? And that's what I'm sharing with you. Let me tell you something else. When I told you I shared about I kept having dreams of smoking cigarettes and smoking pot all the time, I kept having them over and over and over and over. And, but I never shared that on the videos because I didn't, you know, I was like, why am I having these dreams? I didn't like them, you know? But let me tell you, since I shared it and I put it out there, I haven't had another one of those dreams again. You see what I'm saying? He'll keep throwing them right back at you until you share it. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to share these. That's the reason why, you know, I've heard so many people saying they've had dreams or visions that were 2-3 months old. I don't think we're supposed to sit on them that long. I think we're supposed to be sharing them with people all the time. You know, that it says if you're called to do this, you better be doing it. And then it also says there's going to be false people out there too. They're going to try to deceive, and that will deceive many. Okay? I'm going to tell you, they do dead giveaways. When they start predicting days and dates, everything you need to know is in that Bible. And if he says no man knows that hour and somebody starts telling you they know it, that's a dead giveaway right there. You know? Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Remember, this is a spiritual battle we're fighting. Even during the daytime, everything that we're doing, he knows the mind and he knows the heart. You know, if you got lustful thoughts and thinking all the time, yeah, it might be the devil trying to plant seeds, but are you letting them take root? You see what I'm saying? You have to resist and he'll flee from you. Now, when we go to sleep at night, there's more battles right there. So you got to be careful what you do, your walk through the day. What you do through the daytime, if you're holding and standing faith and doing what's right during the daytime, you'll be stronger at night when you go to sleep. okay? But if you're weak when you're in your walk during the daytime, then, you know, they're going to overpower you while you're sleeping. You know, so what we do during the daytime is very vital. How we do what's right all the time. Try to keep doing what's right. You know, like sharing the word, trying to find people, comfort people. I tell you about these mockers and these scoffers and stuff like that, man. A lot of them, it's a demonic spirit that's in them. They can't help doing what they do, okay? They do what they do because the Word of God says that they will, don't it? Remember what I said, man. We're going to be changed in the moment, in the twinkling of the eye. We won't even see it happen. You know, we're just going to appear there. I felt like I was going to disappear in Walmart today, man. I really felt like it. Somebody said something about that water bottle. They could see that water bottle popping up and down while I'm driving. That's the wind. I got to throw it in the trash. That's the wind where it's caught in between the window. I don't have a whole lot of room in this truck, you know, so sometimes I'll be throwing my trash bottles right back there, or else I'll set my bottles of water back there sometimes, and it'll keep them cold too. It's like a refrigerator too at times. But you know what? We're getting ready to go, y'all. So you need to be ready. You see that? I'm going to tell you something. When it happens, it's going to be very quick. Remember, most people aren't going to see it happen. Most people will not see this happen. They're not going to be ready for it. They don't want to be ready for it. When you try, I've had people kind of like, you know, smile, like laughing, and I'm trying to share with them, and I'm like, you know, I went into this one gas station, and I started leaving, and something told me to go back there and tell him again, you know, and I don't know why, but I went back there, and I told him, I said, look, I said, do you know what time it is? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, you know these are the end days, don't you? And he goes, you know, somebody last night came in here and told me the same thing. He goes, I can't do nothing about it. And I said, yes, you can. I said, you can get yourself ready. Get right with the Lord, you know. Find love for the Lord. That's what you can do about it. Get yourself ready. And I said, God bless you, man. And I left. See, something told me to go back and tell him again. Now, why did I say again? Because I never said anything to him. Do you see what I'm saying about the spiritual realm? Somebody had already did it, and he said the night before somebody did it. And then I heard a voice telling me as I was walking out. I already paid for my gas, and I was walking out, and I felt something telling me, go tell him. Like I was going to tell him again, when I never said nothing to him. So I went back to him, and I told him. I literally went back in the store to tell him. And he told me that somebody told him that the night before. You see what I'm saying? When you get some thoughts, if they're not thinking thoughts, and you think they sound like they could be thoughts where the Lord's telling you to move you to do something, then do it. Okay? Do it. But if they're thinking thoughts, you can tell the difference. You know what's right and what's wrong. Okay? That's where you resist the devil. I'm telling you, this is the truth, man. This is a spiritual battle. Right now, we're fighting it a lot during the daytime. I mean, look at how it just came out and it's in everything. You know, before it used to be all in the closet, and it's not in the closet anymore. Now it's out here with us. It's among us, and it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. You know? This is the truth. And then when we lay down and go to sleep, man, remember I told you I was having battles with rods of iron, man. Then that guy threw his iron down on the ground, a rod of iron. And he goes, you don't belong here. You got to go. Well, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get out of here. That ain't what I thought the dream. I was thinking, what do you mean I got to go? You know? I'm trying to survive in this world here, man. And I'm all for it, though, you know. When I woke up, I was like, you know, I don't belong here. I got to go, you know. I mean, I'd love to get out of here. But that's what it was. Somebody in the spiritual realm that was evil. He had that hole in his eye. I'm telling you, this is a very real battle. You know, don't make light of it. Anybody that's around you making light of it, making jokes of it, I'm telling you right now, a lot of these demonic spirits, I'm telling you, I've witnessed these things jumping in people. I've seen them doing this. I even got a photo of it. And look at that tongue, how it's almost a blur. That's how fast they spit that tongue out. Do not take this lightly. This is very real. As sure as these things are coming into this realm right now, we're going to be pulled out of here. And we know they're going to be going, Lord, Lord, let us in. And he's going to say, I know you're not. Because they weren't taking this serious. You guys know I'm serious about this. You don't hear me saying, are you serious? Because I'm very serious about this. And how many other people do you even hear telling you, you know, this is a spiritual battle? Don't worry about what Russia's doing, China's doing, what the White House is doing, what Donald Trump is doing. Get this and think of this. This place is finished. It's over. The games are over. They're finished. I encourage you. This is what Jesus says. And he encourages you to buy gold and silver from him. Don't worry what this dollar is going to do here. Don't worry about it. When I showed you that receipt to get all I got was a regular, it said all natural burger. You know, all natural. I'm going, well, what's the rest of this? You know, if this is natural, what's the rest of that? You know, and they just kind of laugh like it's funny. I'm going, it doesn't make sense. If this burger's natural, what are these other burgers? What is it? You know? But just for a small burger, French fry, and a small drink, it's $8.88 plus tax. That's what I said, $8.88. You notice how we're seeing doubles, triples, all the time, everywhere? We're getting ready. When we see these numbers, everything's winding up. Everything's winding up. The devil knows his time's up. I promise you, the devil knows these numbers mean time's up. Game's up. It's over. God bless you. I'm going to be at White Oak tomorrow, okay? Some of you guys know exactly where that is. Back in that campground. Thank God I got enough for that. 2 weeks there. I can stretch out in my tent again. This here is pretty rough in this front seat, I'm telling you. God bless you, and we shall see each other pretty soon. I'm telling you. Now, I'm not laughing because some of those people that are going to be going, Lord, Lord, let us in, it's going to be very difficult for them. Very difficult. Then people wanting to check out this affliction, and some people saying they think it's demonic and stuff. Let me tell you something. This is demonic out here, what I'm seeing in the world today. Okay? See how many people out here are wearing these shirts that say affliction. You won't see them. There's a reason for that. Look inside that Holy Bible and see how many times you see the word affliction. Okay? It's used in there a lot. And then also know this. Why does God come back here? Because of the affliction? He's going to destroy all this. He's not going to cover everybody with a bed of roses. This is going to all be destroyed. I told you, President Bush read Psalms 23. 7 years later, Obama doubled that. 23 and 23 is Psalms 46. And that's how long it took him. 7 years to build that new tower. That one to replace the two. Okay? The housing market crashed. 777 in 2008. 7 years later, the House of Congress, which we know was divided, invited the Pope, which came in his own name. Those of you that know the Word of God, Jesus said, there's somebody coming in his own name, and a house divided can't stand. That's why it's demonic, okay? Well, I doubled what Obama read. 46 and 46 is Psalms 92. And you can be sure I was called to do what I did. You read Psalms 92 and you see that angel blowing that trumpet over my head, you shouldn't have no illusions about this. God bless you. I'll be back out at White Oak tomorrow, and from what I understand, there's only one person there out of the whole park, man. There's over 100 campsites there and ain't nobody there. She said I can go anywhere I want. Well, guess what site I picked? Number 7. Lucky number 7. That's my favorite number. God bless you.